Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's we'll be reviewing the Subaru Ascent Bronze Edition. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Nate Wade Subaru here in Salt Lake for giving me some time with this Ascent. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbo 2.4 liter flat 4-cylinder that goes through a CVT. Fuel economy is 19 around town, 25 on the highway, with power outputs being 260 horsepower and then 277 pound-feet of torque. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So taking a look at the hood, you can see it's raised there in the center, and then popping down below, the Ascent kind of has Subaru's previous style with their headlights. They've definitely changed them for a lot of the new cars. And then you can see at the bottom section, we've got the fog lights, and then we've got the first little bronze accent right there. Grille's all blacked out. There's the front. Our tire wheel setup is 245 by 50 by 20, and you can see, well, bronze wheels with the Bronze Edition. Who would have thought? We've got the unpainted fender flares there. You can see more bronze accenting on the side. And then notice the mirror caps are body painted to match. We've got crossbars with this one. There's a side profile. And then taking a look at the key fob, you guys can see the Subaru logo there on the front. We've got the opening for the hatch. You've got your lock and unlock function. Subaru logo is the unlock, which is pretty cool. But taking a look at the storage space, so with the third row folded down, you've got tons of space here. And like most crossovers, once you have the third row folded up, it's a little bit more limited with the space. Cup holders there for the third row passengers. And then this third row, just like most crossovers in the segment, are reserved for kids. You can fit adults back there, but if you're going to put adults in a third row on a regular basis, you're going to want to go to like a big full-size SUV. Now taking a look at the taillights, you got kind of like a C shape going on there, and then Ascent Limited, which is kind of cool looking. Dual exhaust tips there at the bottom, and there's the rest of the rear. This leads us into the passenger cabin. We've got soft touch there at the top, and it's a little sunshade here for the rear passengers. And more nice soft touch trim down below. And then here are these seats. Nice trim all over. I like the bronze stitching with them. And then popping in, legroom, it's good. Got a little storage pocket. We've got our own climate zone, heated seats, USB ports. There's a little storage cubby there for the cup holders. Sunshades for the rear passengers too. And headroom back here is good. Now popping up front, again, we've got soft touch here. More of that bronze stitching. Front two windows are automatic up and down. Mirrors power fold in. More bronze. Memory seats. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. And then here's the front seat. Nice trim down the center. Power adjustments on the side. Got that to open up the hatch. Soft touch trim here. Dash is also soft. And bada bing, bada boom. So taking a look at the steering wheel here. Nice trim on either side, and again you've got more of that bronze stitching. Adaptive cruise control, heated steering wheel with this as well. Paddle shifters there on the back for the CVT. Practical controls for the center, volume controls as well. And you can see just traditional stocks there on the back. Now taking a look at the gauge cluster here in the center, you can scroll through different bits of info on the car. Pretty standard stuff with it, and it's mostly analog, which I like. That's something that obviously is going to be more reliable long term, but also just like the look of it. I'm not too fond of all the digital nowadays. This does come with a nice 360 camera system, which is positive because this is a pretty big crossover. You've got your X modes up top too, so you got the snow, dirt, normal, deep snow, mud. It's cool that they show up with it. I've always wondered, like, do you know why this does it in the Subarus, why it shows the X modes when you pop it into, or is it always up there? Oh, I guess it's always, yeah. It's always up there. Sorry, this screen protector is going to create a lot of glare for the video, but we do have our climate controls on either side, radio controls. Pretty quick response time with the infotainment system. If it can pick up my finger, it's hard because of the screen protector. But also climate controls and everything, heated seats are all built into the screen, so you got to use the screen for pretty much everything. Got a little storage cubby above the glove box, and you'll notice that, again, more of that bronze stitching. Got a little storage here, and then you got a little camera view button, bunch of USB ports. Cup holders here, shifter there for the CVT, parking brake, and yeah, notice there's like no physical buttons there for the most part. Oh, center console, more bronze stitching on top of this, regular rear view mirror, and then we do have a panoramic center. So that 2025 Ascent Bronze Edition, $50,202 is the total price. And let's see how it performs. Well, Subaru Ascent. It's a Bronze Edition package. Something that I like about Subarus is, the modern Subarus, is they've gone kind of like all out with the rugged. Like the steering wheel trim, right? Look at that. I know, I like it. I'm someone who's not too fond of like the soft touch everything that other automakers have kind of gone for. This still having kind of a more rugged, and obviously it's with Subaru's ethos being off-roading and everything, but still this having the more rugged feel, I like it. It makes it feel different. It makes it feel kind of unique in the segment. And I bet this holds up way better over high mileage than the super soft steering wheels. Seems like the smoother the texture is in a car, the faster it degrades over time, is what I've noticed. Outside of like the synthetics, like the soft text that Toyota calls it, and then this is very similar to soft text that Subaru uses. I can't remember what it's called though. But either way, you've got good torque out of the powertrain. And Subaru's been using CVTs for quite some time now, and so they've figured out how to make it so that the power still feels good, but CVT is also smooth and pretty quick overall with the transitions. And suspension's pretty comfortable. Just bumping over everything. Not bad though. Not bad at all. Seats are pretty comfortable in terms of the overall sizing and everything. They are a little bit firm, but they're not. It's not bad. It's like I'd say it's a good amount of firm. It's the amount that you want to where you aren't gonna be like sliding and slouching into the seat, you know? I think that's kind of what you'd want, is a seat to hold you up. Bit of lag because of the CVT and the turbo, bit of lag. It's very manageable though. No complaints. So, conclusions. Well, I think it's comfortable. It's got good space. Again, it's Subaru's 3-row that competes against stuff like the Highlander and everything. I'd say the biggest thing that Subaru could do to improve the Ascent would be to get a hybrid in this. They're going to have a hybrid, what is it, Forester coming out soon. They need to do hybrid everything just like Toyota, and it's just because of Subaru's customer base, frankly. I talk to people on car lots all the time, and it's always interesting to see the difference between like the different buyers with different brands. But like, you know, when I talk to people that, you know, traditionally buy Subarus, a lot of them are not only open to a hybrid, they would absolutely love a hybrid. So I think that Subaru should chop on the hybrid bandwagon, and I think that Subaru will be surprised pleasantly by not only how many people they will convert to their brand, but also just how many people within their brand will buy the hybrids. I think they'll sell, I think that if they had a hybrid powertrain in all their cars, I think they would, just like Toyota, sell more hybrids than non-hybrids. And I think they'd actually regain some of their customers that they've lost, because I know that there's Subaru people that have left to Toyota and Honda to get hybrids, so I think they'd be able to bring them back in. Let me know your thoughts.